Stop listening to people that do not provide you any value. Look, if you were to listen to somebody who teaches about fish but has never fished in his life, would you even listen? Or would you listen to the fisherman who works for and at the ocean every day? It makes no sense if you're trying to learn how to fish from someone who professes and from someone who actually does the action. You have to understand the person who does the action has the most experience. It's not the person who professes and talks about it every single year, the same concept. It's the person who experiences it physically, right? There's no point in for you to listen and approach someone who just professes and does not do the action. This is what happened in many schools. If you were to listen to someone who really just talks about business, but has never had a business, he just talks about it and educates it. And apparently, you'll be able to learn how to do business when you learn from someone who's never had a business. How does that make any sense, right? There's no point in listening to somebody who does not have the knowledge. And not just that, if you were to listen to somebody who does not have any experience at all, there's no point. You have to approach the person who has the experience, the knowledge, and the activity in order for you to learn and grow. There's no point into listening to somebody who has no idea, has never experienced that, or has little to none experience. This is why it's so important for you to know who you're talking to. Because why would you get educated from something that someone doesn't really know, but they're teaching you? Because they have read it off of books? Because they teach it? It makes no sense. They have no experience. Would a job hire someone without experience in order to get to a position of high level? No, they would not. They want experience. That's why it's so important for you to go out there, network with people in order to learn what they do, how they do it, and what their actual mindset is, and how they discipline themselves. And not just that, I'm just not talking about just people's knowledge. I'm actually talking about not caring about what people say. Because there's no point for you to be affected in a way of what someone said for you to just stop. If your parents, your friends, everybody else says you're spending too much time on your business and you're not really working, you're not doing anything, or you're not actually doing anything, you have to understand what you're doing has to be to a level of what you need to do. Stop listening about what people tell you, because what you do is different between what they see and what they may say. You have to go to the level, to the point of the planning, of the action, in order to achieve the status to become that goal that you achieve. There is times where you just don't even talk. Don't even talk at all. When someone approaches you and says you're not doing this, that, but they don't have any experience or knowledge in a certain thing, or they're lower than you, there's no point. There's no point. If you think about it like this, if you were a chess piece and the queen's telling you what to do, how to move, would you listen to it? Of course, because it has better moves. It has better strategy. It has better direction. Well, the pawn can only minimize from the other pawns of what they teach each other. You have to learn from the higher person who has the action, who has the knowledge, and not care what everybody else says. Don't let anything affect you from what your direction and goals are. There's no point for you to be butthurt and waste the whole day just thinking about what people said. There's no time. There's no time for you to wait. There's no time for you to think about it. There's no time. Bro, you gotta work. Because you have a goal to meet. That's all you gotta say. Or don't even say anything at all. Do not even care. There's no point for you just to really imagine what people say, because there's no point at all. Just say, I don't care. All right? Or if you want to be less in that way, just say, okay, I understand. Thank you. And just walk away. So the two things I have for you today is to not listen to people say who are less of you, and to not care about what they say. Right? There's no reason for you just to go to the level to meet them at equal standards. If you are doing the things that make you a higher person, then stay and maintain the higher person and become better at it. Do not go down. Do not go to the level. Who cares? Keep going above, because they are just the passing car. That's all I have for you today. But stop caring what people think. Really, who cares what people think? Just do the work, because that's the most important thing, and actually perform to the highest output that you could probably do. Not probably. You have to do it.